Hi murid-murid, okay, for today's class, I'm going to be teaching you how to make the most basic soap. Okay, this is for someone who never did soap before. So first of all, you have to start with the soap base. So here we are using Soap Lab's goat milk soap base. So what you have to do is just cut your soap base according to your mole. So the way to measure your mole is very easy. Just put water in your mole, measure how many kilo or gram the mole is, and then lepas tu, you just cut your bases according to that number of measurement. Once all that is done, we cut as small as possible and put it into a container because we are going to put it in the microwave and heat it up. Next, we will be mixing our color. Now, if you are buying your colors from Soap Lab Malaysia, most of our color is pigmented and it's in powder form. So because it's in powder form, we'll have to pre-mix it a little bit with glycerin so that when we masukkan into the soap later, it doesn't create more bubbles because of your vigorous mixing. So color ni is usually 2 parts glycerin, 1 part color. Now back to our soap base, they dah melted. So now we are going to be putting in our essential oil and fragrance oil. Whichever you want, you can just put it in. So usually we put up to a 5% of the essential oil or fragrance oil. And then lepas tu we'll be adding in color. Now this time you have to stir very slowly because if you stir too vigorously, they akan berbubble and you don't want that. Once you're satisfied with your soap, we're going to be pouring it into the mold. So here we are sanitizing the mold using a rubbing alcohol and then we are pouring in the soap. So pour very slowly because we don't want any bubbles on top. But if you do have any bubbles on top, don't worry too much about it. Before the soap jadi keras, we have to spray with rubbing alcohol. So as you can see, there's bubbles on top. We are spraying with rubbing alcohol and they will become very nice and lichin. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it for about 2 to 3 hours until the soap hardens, and then you can unmold it and you can already use it. You see, to make soaps is very simple. Now in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to do cold processed soap pula. But if you have any other questions about this video, please don't hesitate to contact us. So here it is, your very first goat's milk soap. I'm Nisha, your teacher, and I'll see you in the next video.